Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Robin. I make decluttering, organizing, and some cleaning videos. So in this video, we are on day 2 and 3 of working on what I started calling the catch-all room in Crafty Grandma's house. So again, if my channel is new to you, I have done a few rooms in her house. We have done lots of craft rooms, living room, kitchen. We are kind of decluttering her entire space. So this room is a room in the basement that is for any sale items. She does have a lot of vintage stuff in here. And then as well, we are over here working on the corner for Christmas storage, seasonal storage items. And then we also have a section in this room for extra craft supplies and bigger wood projects. So if you are new, thank you for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you missed them, go into the description box below, and I will have the links to the first steps of this room so that you guys don't miss them.
Crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.
The first thing we had to do on the seasonal decor storage shelf is adjust some of the shelving units. So they were very difficult to get off. These shelves come in handy, but oh my goodness, to adjust the shelves was a bit of a pain. So I did have to turn the camera off, adjust them off camera because we were having quite the struggle. I felt like I was really fighting with these shelves this day. And then we got them so that these clear bins could fit properly. So that made a huge difference in finding space in this area. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was quite surprised that we got all of the Christmas decor items on one shelf in this room. She did have a lot of stuff and she got rid of so much. So again, I am so proud of her. She is decluttering like a champion, and I am just blown away every time I work with her at how much she is getting rid of and how easy it has become for her to just start letting go of stuff and seeing that she can have these spaces back and functional. It is so exciting for everybody, I think. Now I was struggling with some of the bigger items, so they kind of got put in the sides of the shelves or slid in underneath or on top of a box, but for the most part everything went in pretty easily. So that left us with this shelf behind the door. So after I figured out where to put these very large vintage Christmas trees, we did use the shelf for extra boxes, like packing type boxes. Like I said, this is going to be a sales room, so she is probably going to have to ship some items or just package them up before they go to their new owners. So that is why she does end up with a shelf in here just full of boxes, if anybody is curious on that. I might as well mention again here, if this is your first video in this series, this is a very small room with very poor lighting. So as you can see, I do have a big lamp that I move around the room to try and help, but not much I can do for the lighting in this room sometimes, so I am sorry if some of these scenes are a little bit dark. I did my best. I don't have a giant ring light at the moment, and if I did, I guarantee there would be no space in here to put it. So this is what we are working with today. So for right now, we are keeping these flat boxes for the wire shelving units, so that if we need to rearrange anything, a lot of the items need to have something under them so they don't fall through the shelves. So if you are wondering why there is a line of flats, that is why they are there at the moment. So this is getting to the end of day 2. So this is how we kind of left the room off after the second day, and then we jump right into the third day of filming. All right, so day 3 is where we made probably the biggest difference on the sales shelves. We got things organized. We went through every one of the boxes, went through all of the small items, the big items. We organized everything in 2 shelves. So on this day, we went through, we made a shelf of vintage fabric items, a shelf of Christmas vintage items to sell. We've got some kitchen decor and kitchen items on a shelf, and we got it pretty much down to where we need it by the end of the day. But like I said, we went through everything. Now, the nice thing about having all of her sales vintage stuff in one room and going through it the way we did is that she can see how much stuff she has, and then by going through even all these little things, she can really decide what is worth keeping and trying to sell and what isn't. What can she just let go of? And as I mentioned, she did absolutely amazing.
Sing, won't you sing with me? Leave everything for me.
I think one of the biggest things in this room was going through and re-boxing things better. So once we actually emptied the boxes, we were able to kind of reorganize what was in them, fit a few more items if we needed, get rid of a bunch of items that were just extras that were taking up space. And hopefully by the end of day 4, we will have this room completely organized and good to go.
It's great till I met you at the concert the other day. The whole room lit up with warm, sunny rays.
I know in my last video in this room, I told you guys to let me know your favorite vintage item or unique item that you saw in the video. So once again, if there is anything you spot during this video that you think is unique, or maybe you recognize an old item, leave a comment down below. Let me know about it. It's always interesting to see what kind of draws people's attention.
Count the stars up before you leave. Save a kiss, pretty please. Try to reminisce over me. Know that I will cherish your memories. Oh, I used to.
Now, for anyone new here, I do have a playlist called Out of My House, which is where I have all the videos specifically from this home that we are working on. So if there's any that you guys have missed, or you want to check out the rest of the work we have done in this home, make sure you click on the playlist I will have linked above here, and you guys can check out what we have done decluttering the rest of her home.
Minutes into days, and nothing's gonna make me look away.
I know a lot of you also struggle with clutter and decluttering, and I hope this gives you lots of motivation to get into your spaces, get rid of a couple things. I know it can be hard, but it is much better when you are not so overwhelmed with stuff in your house. I know that crafty grandma, from working with her for so long through these videos and these rooms, the lightness that has come into her space is so important, and you can tell she's not as bogged down by her stuff. She's got more motivation to get her craft stuff done, to get things done in the house, to start being more creative. She can get to everything she needs. It is such a nice feeling to be able to watch somebody go through their house with ease and not be so overwhelmed with all the stuff. So if you are having a hard time, hopefully this gives you some inspiration to get up and start working on your own spaces. Now I'm hoping we are only going to have one video left for this series of the catch-all room. This was probably the biggest project we took on. I thought the craft rooms were going to be the biggest, but this room by far had so much more stuff in it, and it was such a fun project to work on. I got to see lots of interesting items. She got rid of so many things. So hopefully Friday's video will be the end of this room and we can see the final reveal of the catch-all room. Make sure if you guys are enjoying my content, you are also going over and following me on Instagram. I have been posting kind of more live and daily updates as we go, or what I am working on. As well, we are planning on having a few craft items posting up there soon, so they are in the works. Make sure you guys don't miss any of those coming up. Make sure, once again, if you guys enjoyed the video, you are giving it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on your favorite item if you spotted something in the video that you like or you remember from maybe your childhood, something old, unique, whatever it may be. Let me know what caught your eye. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss any more of the big projects that we have coming up. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys again on Friday.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride out the blue. I wanna do what you want to.